How's it going, gamers? And it has been. How's it going, gamers? It has been a long time since I have posted anything on this channel, and it's mainly been because of work. I've been trying to make sure that my head has been where it needs to be, and it's getting money and to pay those bills, and I hope you all can understand. But I'm going to be hopefully putting out 2 videos today. No games, just talking, probably not a whole lot of editing. It might literally just be my face, unless I think it's too fuzzy, because, you know, right now I haven't used this equipment in a while, so it's not my normal setup. But anyway, that's besides the point. Today we're going to be talking about the Battle Royale genre. Now, I particularly don't care about this genre. Like, when PUBG came out, like, it was a pretty awesome game, I won't lie. It obviously had its bugs and yada yada yada, but it was something new and it was something great. And at the time I was sitting here thinking, man, this is like, you know, it came out and it just wasn't polished. Like, it just felt, you know, a little bit clunky and sometimes glitchy, and everyone knows if they played it, you know, sometimes it doesn't feel the greatest. And, you know, me and some of my buddies were wondering, man, like, what if, like, Battlefield came out with like a battle royale edition, like in their games, or like Call of Duty did. Like, you know, those games, like, they feel like the combat feels like super great, super smooth, polished, whatever. And lo and behold, they did. Well, you know, Activision, of course, would jump on that thing, no problem, and EA is in that same boat. They're both just like, give me money, give me money, give me money. And now, you know, since I haven't posted anything in such a long time, you have Apex Legends that's come out. And it's just completely dominating, like, everything. I still think Fortnite's the #1 viewed thing on Twitch, but, you know, Apex Legends is not that far behind, and you're talking about 1 week and, like, 25 million players. I haven't played it. I have it queued up in my downloads as we speak. Well, not queued up, it's already downloaded. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm going to play it, and everyone's just having an absolute blast with it. And here's why I think these games are successful. They're different. You know, PUBG, well, you know, pretty much set the market of Battle Royale. Well, then you have plenty of other games that just came out and just went, oh, we're going to drop you out of a plane. We're going to have the same kind of mechanics. They're not going to feel very, like, smooth or anything like that. We're just going to drop you out of a plane. And that's it. And then, you know, you get a basic-ass, like, PNG screen, winner, winner, chicken dinner, go back to the beginning. You know, Fortnite comes out and is so animated and everything, and there's building involved, it's completely different. You've heard this all before. It's a different style of Battle Royale genre. You know, Call of Duty. Call of Duty comes out, you know, they incorporate their own maps, which is a very freaking smart idea. It's so great that they would have done that. Now, I haven't bought this year's Call of Duty because of, I'm not even fatigued on it. I just kind of don't like how Activision handles all of Call of Duty stuff. They just really don't know how to treat that franchise, and it's kind of like they're running it to the ground with, like, just, oh my god, they've released so many stupid microtransactions in Black Ops 4. It is ridiculous. They come out, they make this giant map, all Call of Duty themed, and guess what? The gunplay, it feels amazing. It's like a very, I've heard people say it's like a PUBG, but extremely polished and just super smooth. And that's great. That's kind of what PUBG needed to be, but kind of quite never got to. PUBG in its, like, most finest form would feel like Battlefield, which I'm not sure if they've actually Battlefield put out a Battle Royale. I remember they were supposed to, and they haven't. It wasn't on release. They were trying to do it this year, so it'll probably come out sooner or later. But funny enough, that's EA and Apex Legends. You know, it's Respawn, who is under EA. And they come out, and they make their thing, and it's so freaking awesome. That's cool. Now, this is a long-ass wind-up to what I'm talking about. One of my favorite games of all time is Rainbow Six Siege. And the reason why I just love it so much is, you know, you have all the characters, they're so unique, and just the combat is so tactical, and you think about it so much when you're in the game. You can't really go in you can't go and run in guns blazing because it's methodical. There's so much you can do to it. And I really think that, you know, not necessarily Rainbow Six Siege is missing out in potentially not having a battle royale in their game, But I really think that Rainbow Six in general, just that brand right there, should come out with a battle royale. Now, here's the reason why I do think it should be incorporated in Siege, into Siege as it is. Because one, you know, based off of what we see, how you have squads and all those kinds of people, and we see Apex Legends where they have like different characters with different classes. It's proven to be effective that you can slip like operators in there. So it's like you can have, like, in a 4-man squad, you can have an Ash, a Thermite, Caveira, all in the same group, and that would just be phenomenal. Like, you know, you can pick, you know, you can pick your team to where it supports. So you have your Doc in there to make sure that he picks you up. You can have, you know, your Rook in there to give you armor. You can have your aggressive Thermite to go blow open a hole, and you can have your Ash just run in there and just start, you know, screwing everybody up with, you know, her no freaking hitbox whatsoever. Here's another thing that when I think about now, you have to kind of close your eyes and think of this with me. For anyone that's played Rainbow Six Siege, like, you can tell, like, the traversal and everything is just completely unique. So just think of this with me. If anyone's played The Division, and you know that you have this massive scale, like New York City, all these buildings, all these alleyways, there's so many routes that you can take. Now, imagine that everything is breakable in that city, in that sandbox. Everything is breakable, kind of like Battlefield. How they are, you can destroy buildings. But the reason why I suggest that is because it's tactical, and I'm still kind of going off on tangent, so I apologize. Now, imagine if you want to get into this building, instead of going through one point of entry or 2 points, if there's a door or, oh, there's a window on the lower floor, whatever, you're able to throw up your grappling rope and then start climbing the building. Like, if you know, oh, there's enemies in that building, maybe I should send 2 of my squad mates underneath on the first floor, and we can trap them on the second floor by taking another 2 guys in our squad and go up to the 3rd floor, and we rappel in, and we squeeze them, and we knock them out. That adds a whole nother layer, of dynamics and everything to a battle royale genre. So you can't get too comfortable, because if you get comfortable in your slow, pace, this circle or whatever might speed up. And guess what? Rainbow Six has already introduced their damn outbreak zombies in there, so you can, I don't know what Call of Duty does, because like I said, I haven't played it. I heard there were zombies that chase you around whenever you get in the little circle. That could have just been a lie. That could be a real thing. But guess what? They introduced that in Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak, and you can do pretty much the exact same damn thing. You can have your horde, like your regular standard zombies that come at you, or you can have your big colossal, takes so freaking long to kill zombies that come after you when you're not inside the circle. And that would just be that is great. I want to use cuss words that just emphasize how amazing that would be, but YouTube would demonetize this video, even though it's not even monetized in the first place. Craig Robinson, who I believe is the community manager over at, actually I think it is for Rainbow Six Siege, says that you need to relax and think about it for 2 seconds. Battle Royale and Rainbow Six Siege, that's fucking absurd. Direct quote. Don't demonetize this unmonetized video. Why? That wouldn't be so absurd if you really think about it. Talking about first person, slow, methodical, gameplay that introduces different tactics to the genre. It would be perfect. This is a game that would be perfect. Now, you don't have to bring in that 50-star cast. If you wanted to, and you want to start it from scratch, and everyone had to pick up, random guns, everyone could be recruit. Recruits still have the gosh darn grappling hooks and everything as every other character does. But I still don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing to introduce those characters. But if you really think that it's absurd for Rainbow Six Siege to have a battle royale, I really don't think it is. It's something that's something that's completely different, but obviously it's still a battle royale. So people that have fatigue of this genre, you don't have to get it, I am saying that, you know, it should be introduced into Siege, or I would like to see a free-to-play mode model as well, if that's what the way they want to do it. But I would like, you know, those destructible environments, the different ways to traverse everything. You know, Apex, you have this grappling hook that can send you wherever. I would like everything to be, you know, as realistic as possible. You know, climb these buildings, you know, fly it, you know, attack helicopters or whatever. You blow holes inside of buildings, but those holes that you blow inside of buildings, somebody can be literally camping in one with a rocket launcher to shoot your shit down. Like, it's absolutely perfect, and something that could be like really well done if you have, I guess, the right engine. I don't know what Rainbow Six's engine is. You know, they operate on really small maps, so I'm not really sure what that, you know, what would happen if they decided to make like their maps like, you know, 100 times bigger with all their other, you know, they can even keep the same maps, but, you know, just this map size would be just so much bigger. But anyway, before this video runs the risk of getting too long, so I'm not even sure how long it is. All I know is I like to go off on tangents, and I don't know how long those last. So if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, just write in the comments below. I do think it would be a good idea, even for somebody that just wants like a fresh take on Battle Royale. Like, it's I think a pretty unique take on, you know, to see the genre go. And it would be with a game that I actually kind of like, which would be Rainbow Six Siege. And if anybody else is with me, let's also have a discussion. Rainbow Six, please bring Outbreak back. Oh my god, I can go on a different tangent by there too. God, like, you know, if you want to keep terrorist hunting the game, cool. Just why did you have to take Outbreak away? It was so refreshing to just be able to shoot something that wasn't either horrible AI that just stand there and go, hey, stop, bullet in the face, or just other, like, completely drenched in sweat other players. But, you know, Outbreak, I was like, why is this here for 30 days? It needs to be here longer than 30 days. Guess what? I'm in a tangent. So, write in those comments if you have any opinions about Outbreak and why they should bring it back, or if you hate it, let me know why you hated it. If you think that Rainbow Six should incorporate a Battle Royale, or if Rainbow Six should just make a free-to-play model of Battle Royale, I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts. If you're fatigued over this whole entire series, their genre of games, then let me know that as well. You can start up a conversation, and it'd be great. So, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.